We're in conversation with Sumit Sawhney, country head and CEO of Renault India. Sumit, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure,
We're here on
Hormazd.
the occasion of the Kwid Automatic.
Yes.
So I think every couple of months a new variant coming. Just before we touch upon the AMT, I just want to talk about the Kwid. It's been a year. And I think the sense was it might be just a flash in the pan, but you have managed to really sustain growth. I mean, 5-digit figures of sales every month is quite an achievement. So is there more to come, or are you happy with this figure?
No, I'm never happy with these figures, because, but clearly what we have achieved in last 12 months, I think the most important thing was we have delivered on the promise to our customers. Renault being a very young brand in India, just 5 years old, what we told, in the beginning is that we will give a very innovative and a game changer product to our customers, and that's what we have exactly done. We have sold more than 1 lakh Kwids in last 11-12 months. So yes, the going is good, but clearly, from our side, we always want to give more to our customers, and that's the reason that in just 12 months you see 3 different variants of Kwids coming in.
Just talking on the volume side, you're at around an average of around 10,000 units a month.
Yes.
What does it take to have another big jump over that? Is it down, frankly, to the network and the penetration? Is that the key, or is it a little bit more excitement around the product? I mean, I'm sure you'd like more volumes, or is it supplier constraints? What can be done to really take it to the next level of, let's say, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15,000?
See, there is no fixed formula, Hormazd, to this, and I think it's a cumulative effect, and things which can really impact. First of all, you have to make sure that you have a great product, which is delivering on customer value, especially the cost of ownership, because that's very important. Fuel efficiency, maintenance, parts pricing. So we have been able to, really deliver on that what we committed to our customer. The second thing is that you need to have a right offering in your portfolio, where there is, something available for everyone. And this is what we have done with Kwid. We started with 0.8 liter. Then we gave 1 liter, and all of a sudden we started seeing a lot of downshift happening from bigger cars. Customers coming from bigger cars. The moment we launched 1 liter, and it's a great success for us. And now with AMT, I'm sure that we will start seeing more downshift coming from bigger car AMTs or automatics. So clearly that's very important. So you need to offer more to customer. And obviously the network definitely plays a role. So we started this year in January with 205 outlets, and in this December, which is just 60 days away, we will close at 270 outlets. This is the highest network expansion anybody has done in this country. So I think it's a clear combination of this. But for sure, one more variant coming in like AMT. It also gives a boost to the overall numbers. So I'm sure in the coming months we will see the numbers moving ahead. And last but not the least, the supplier readiness is also equally important. But more important is to make sure that sustained growth. That is what I strongly believe in. And I think with Kwid in last I would say over 6 months, month on month, we are delivering 10,000 cars. So that's very important, sustenance.
Looking at, again, Kwid, you're talking about sustaining Kwid growth. Obviously, I think in the Indian market, we've seen that the life cycles are really shortening. There's a honeymoon period and then suddenly it falls off. So do you think the strategy to give some excitement every 6 months, some variation, some sort of a small facelift, is that really the way forward, and that's a strategy? Because I understand that's really what we're going to see with the Kwid.
Truly yes, because customer is looking forward to something new. So 12 months of launch of Kwid, and you have seen 0.8, 1 liter and AMT. And the only thing I can tell you is that customers for Kwid will not have to wait for years. They will have to only wait for months to see some kind of a animation coming every time. So you will see a lot of excitement on a sustained basis. So if I have to say, yes, I look forward to sustained growth. I also look forward to sustained life cycle management, and animation happening.
And on a bit of a thorny subject, safety. Clearly, small cars and even the Kwid haven't really been able to meet a certain level of crash safety as with the best, and we've seen that in the NCAP crash ratings. But there have been steps which have significantly improved, and I think you have probably supplied your cars to the agency a couple of times. So, I mean, can we see further safety enhancements? Maybe a second airbag at some point. You've got a pre-tensioner right now. I mean, is that really the way forward?
See, safety is very important for Renault. Let me start with that. And the second thing is that Kwid is a global car. So we have things available with us. What is also equally important is that we are continuously, moving the needle not only for ourselves but also for the industry, for the market. So if you talk about GN cap rating, Renault probably has been the only manufacturer which they have mentioned that the work which we are doing on safety is phenomenal. So even they have acknowledged our work. And on my side, I'm not waiting for 2019 norms. So in October 2019, when we see for existing cars the safety norms, no, I'm not waiting for that. We are continuously improving, and you know well that we have brought in a lot of features on that side. So for me, it's very clear that we have to be always future ready when it comes to safety. So we are not looking forward to just meeting the regulatory, I would say, norms. We want to be way ahead of that. So
right.
Clearly, on safety, we are probably today the best position in this category, but we also want to make sure that we are continuously improving on that.
And coming to this segment, the real entry-level segment, what is your take on it in the future? Will this be a real segment of growth, or do you think people will, with incomes, start gravitating to slightly bigger cars and might even bypass this segment? Obviously, you'll be ready with products for that. But what's your take on the segment, or do you feel this will always be a real strong core because motorization is still quite low in India, and the first step is always into the entry-level segment?
I personally think, Hormazd, this segment will always remain, at least to me, at least for next 5 to 10 years, will remain the core segment in India. And the reason for that is that, in India, as you rightly said, we hardly have car population, 18 over every 1,000 people. And a lot of people are graduating from two-wheelers to cars. What is more important is that to have innovative cars, nice looking cars in this segment, because in past what we have seen is that there was a lot of monotony in the segment, and that is why people were graduating to higher cars, higher segment cars. But the day we launched Kwid, we saw a lot of people, 10,000 customers every month are taking Kwid. So I think this segment will remain the core segment for next couple of years. What is required is fresh products in this segment, innovative products in this segment, and I think clearly with Kwid we have already demonstrated that. And going forward, I'm sure that we will ourselves see much higher numbers coming with Kwid.
And going to the other end, at the Paris show, Cambier had kind of gone on record to say yes, the HHA, or better known as the Capture, is coming. So just your thoughts on that, because clearly it's at the other end of this spectrum, and kind of broadens the Renault range as well.
So at Renault, clearly we want to make sure that there is something available for everybody. So it's not that we will be concentrating only on mini segment or mid segment. Clearly we want to bring cars which are innovative, and also cars which are more than 4 meters. And as you know, we have got a lot of products available with us, which are international products, global products, which we can bring to India. And most important thing is the product has to be relevant to India. So you will see a lot coming from our side.
So specifically on Capture, do you want to comment anything?
Not today. Maybe today is the day for Kwid AMT.
Right.
Some other time.
Okay, great. So today's the day for Kwid AMT, and clearly just one last question is, again, when you have so many variants, how do you forecast the demand? Because that becomes a bit tricky. When you have fewer variants, it's much easier to forecast, and logistically and planning becomes much simpler. What's your take? I mean, AMT in terms of percentages, you've seen how the response has been to the 1 litre. So, how much of a percentage do you see AMT taking off total Kwid sales?
See, when I see the market today, and with Kwid launch, what we have seen is our top end variants really seeing good demand, and that all depends on innovation, Hormazd, because we give touch screen, which nobody gives in this segment. And now with the 1 litre coming up, we have started seeing very good demand for 1 litre. And I'm sure that, with AMT, we will start seeing customers coming from other segments, so coming and buying AMT. So we will see our total, portfolio also going up. And And also what is very important is that this AMT, we have worked really hard on this AMT. So I can say very confidently that this is the best AMT which you would find in the market. We have taken time, but we have I think we have delivered something which I'm very sure that Indian customers are going to like it.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.